Could the future of humanity lie not in perfecting ourselves, but in rebuilding ourselves? For centuries, we've dreamed of escaping the limitations of our bodies, the frailty, the disease, the inevitable decay. We've yearned for stronger senses, faster minds, lives unbound by gravity or age. We've used tools to extend our reach, then machines to amplify our strength. And now something far more intimate is emerging. It's not just fixing a broken arm or replacing a failing heart anymore. It's about enhancing, upgrading, becoming something more. Imagine a world where blindness isn't a disability, but a data feed streamed directly to your optic nerve, displaying heat signatures or Wi-Fi signals. Where a missing limb isn't a void, but a beautiful articulated cybernetic arm, capable of lifting impossible weights or performing delicate surgery with micro-precision. This isn't science fiction tucked away in dusty novels anymore. This is the cutting edge of technology, merging flesh with steel, mind with machine. It's the whisper of a future where you can download skill sets, live forever in a manufactured body, or explore the deepest oceans with lungs made of metal. But this path isn't paved with just gleaming chrome and endless possibility. It's riddled with questions, sharp as fractured glass. If your memories can be edited, your personality adjusted, where does you begin and the machine end? When does enhancing a human become creating something else entirely? Who gets these upgrades, and who is left behind in the dust of biological obsolescence? The wealthy few with augmented bodies, living centuries while the rest dwindle and fade. The gap between the enhanced and the unenhanced could become a chasm wider than any economic disparity we've ever known. Think about the ethical tightrope we're walking. If you can upload your consciousness into a machine, are you truly immortal or just a highly sophisticated copy? If a cybernetic leg gives you unmatched speed, should it be allowed in sports? If a neural implant enhances your IQ tenfold, how does that change education, work, society as a whole? And perhaps the most unsettling question of all, if we can continuously redesign ourselves, tweaking our emotions, erasing our flaws, what happens to the messy, imperfect, inherently human experience? Do we risk losing the empathy, the struggle, the very vulnerability that makes us? The rain was a persistent, cold drizzle against the window of the clinic. Inside, Ilara traced the lines etched into the palm of her organic hand. Years ago, a car accident had left her without one. Now, on the table beside her lay her new hand. It was sleek, dark composite, with articulated fingers that moved with silent grace as the technician ran diagnostics. It wasn't just a replacement. It was an upgrade. Strength far exceeding human muscle, dexterity beyond delicate bone and tendon. She could feel the subtle hum of its internal power source, a deep resonance that was both alien and strangely comforting. She looked at the doctor, his own eyes subtly different, perhaps enhanced with low-light vision or data overlays she couldn't see. "Ready?" he asked. Ilara nodded, her throat tight. This was it, stepping across the threshold. The process was quick, painless. A seamless connection, a surge of electrical signals integrating the new limb. But as she flexed the fingers, felt the incredible responsiveness, a different sensation washed over her. A faint, almost imperceptible static in her mind. Not pain exactly. More like a foreign language being spoken in the background of her own thoughts. Hours later, back in her apartment, the static was still there. Subtler now, but present. She used the new hand to pick up a delicate teacup, feeling the surprising strength, the perfect control. But the static intensified. It wasn't the sound of the hand itself, but something within her own mind, reacting to the perfect efficiency of the machine. She tried to push it away, to focus on the freedom the new hand gave her. But the feeling persisted. A sense of loss. A faint echo of the vulnerability, the familiar ache and tremor of her old hand, now replaced by this silent, powerful perfection. Was this the price? A disconnection from the very imperfections that had made her feel alive? The rain outside had stopped. A sliver of moonlight cut through the clouds, illuminating the cybernetic hand on her lap. It was beautiful, undeniably powerful. It had given her back so much. But in gaining this perfect strength, had she surrendered something intangible, something deeply human? The static wasn't danger or malfunction. It was the sound of her own consciousness grappling with a new reality. The reality of being both flesh and machine. The future wasn't just about becoming stronger, faster, smarter. It was about navigating the haunting, beautiful, terrifying question of what it truly means to be human when the boundaries of the body dissolve. And perhaps the answers aren't in the upgrades themselves, but in the echoes they leave behind.